On February 9, 2019, two Italian friends entered the Dudu Cave System with the intent of exploring this fascinating cave. However, they ignored the warning sign and didn't return to the surface after the set planned time. The Dudu Cave System is located in Cabrera, northeastern Maria Trinidad, Sanchez Province, Dominican Republic. This amazing cave attracts many people who come to visit it for various purposes. Except for visiting for speleology, Dudu Cave is one of the places where you can admire pre-Columbian art. Also, the revitalizing baths, the humorous experience of jumping over rocks, and the delightful restaurants and hotels make Dudu a place to visit. The name of the cave, Dudu, happens to be based on two theories. The first is that there was a sect of people, the Taino, that inhabited the land where this cave is years ago. The Taino were Caribbean natives who lived primarily in what is now Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Haiti, Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, and the northern Lesser Antilles. Many Puerto Ricans, Cubans, and Dominicans possess Taino mitochondrial DNA. This shows that they have matrilineal descent from the Taino people. The second theory held that its name originated from the uncertainty of the depth of the cave. There's a warning sign posted in white and black on the premises of the cave that reads, "Stop, prevent your death, don't go farther, there is nothing in this cave worth dying for. Do not go within this point." This warning sign is to prevent people that visit the cave from going beyond certain points that have proven to be hazardous. Let's get into the cave specifics now. To access the water, which is about 33 feet, 10 meters down the cave, there are stairs made of cement, which you will climb down to the edge of the water. An admission fee is paid at one of the restaurants on the premises to be granted access to the cave. Upon entering the water area, on the left side there is a massive tunnel that is about 330 feet, 100 meters long, and has a huge air dome at about 164 feet, 50 meters. There is a cavern line on the right side of the wall that has slabs and warning signs. Hold on to the line and enter through the constricted area into the cave's main line. The cave's main line is in the heart of the halocline. A halocline is a remarkably substantial change in ocean salinity at a specific depth. There is a large, tall main tunnel at the entrance to the cave, which contains many dark, tannic-stained ornaments. One of the columns of the cave is about 33 feet, 10 meters high at the maximum depth of 66 feet, 20 meters. While you are moving towards the end of the tunnel, you will see a steep slope that goes up. It's about 20 feet, 6 meters tall. Here, there is a sharp left turn where you will see the air pocket that has fresh air. If you're not willing to turn back at this point, you will get to encounter lots of more fascinating features of this cave. This is because the fascinating features you have seen to this extent are just the beginning of the adventure. As you move on, the cave's height starts to drop. Then you will see some unusual arrangements of dark stalactites. Stalactites are the minerals that form the substances that cling to the cave ceilings. The remaining part of the dive is shallow, about 20 to 23 feet, 6 to 7 meters, and there are no ornaments there. You will swim through to the end of the main line that leads to another entrance called Quaya de Lily. It will take you about 45 minutes to reach this entrance. So if you do not know how to swim, you should learn before you tour the Dudu Cave. The sight of the living creatures makes this place more fascinating, so there's a great need to be extremely careful. This is a home for some wildlife such as snakes, bats, and cave creatures like tarantulas and whip scorpions. You will again swim to the exit, taking the left side around the cenote. Dive into the cavern, which contains two more tunnels that lead to the third entrance, Poza de los Cobayos. This cavern is magnificent, and diving this far will leave you in awe of its beauty. You will see the special colors of water and be astonished by the different shellfish. On February 9, 2019, two Italians embarked on an exploration journey into the Dudu Cave System in Cabrera. The explorers were Carlos Barbieri, who who was 57 years old, and Carlos Basso, who was 44 years old. Like most cave explorers, they went with the intent of exploring this fascinating cave and had a set time for exiting. They entered the cave at 11:45 a.m. Their diving in the cave was unnecessarily prolonged. At 2:30 p.m., 2 hours and 45 minutes after they entered the cave, they did not show up at the surface. Therefore, an alarm was raised and they were reported missing. It was revealed by one of the wives of the divers that both of them had experienced diving in this cave in the past. Unfortunately, they died in a seemingly familiar cave. What could have happened? Why would such divers lose their lives exploring the Dudu Cave System? Did they decide to flout the rules of the cave, or were they trapped in the cave system? There was no definite explanation for their unfortunate demise. The manager of El Dudu, Jose Martinez, said, "It was like the Italians ignored the sign posted at the entrance to the cave that warns about the hazards of diving in a cave without adequate international diving certification. Different training is required for successful cave diving than is required for open water diving. Not only are you going to be specially trained, but you will be required to have special cave diving equipment for safety purposes. Some caves require an internationally qualified cave diver certificate and experience before you are granted access. The reason is that at this level of qualification, they have received training that has exposed them to a variety of techniques and equipment that can sustain them in hazardous caves. These two cave divers may never have been exposed to such dangers. Since they were not international divers, they might have lacked the specific techniques and equipment needed in such a situation. We can't rule out the possibility that they may have gone too far into such a hazardous part of the cave. El Dudu Cave requires experienced cave divers because of the complexity of the system. Though many may go to some parts of it for tourist purposes, it is more advisable for only experienced cave divers to dive deep into those extensions. El Dudu Cave is about 82 feet, 25 meters deep, with an extension of about 2,600 feet, 800 meters. Such depth isn't safe for inexperienced cave divers. Rescue teams were sent into the cave to search for the missing cave divers. The team was made up of two leading experts from the Dominican Republic Speleological Society, Philip Lehman and Angel Compress. Working with these two were the Cabrera authorities and the owners of the Laguna El Dudu Recreation Area, and Sergio Yapola, who was a certified diver of the Auxiliares Navales. After several operations of searching different parts of the cave, on Monday, February 11, 2019, a corpse was found deep within the cave. It was identified to be Carlos Barbieri. His body was recovered from a dangerous section of the cave where massive sediments had accumulated, reducing visibility. This might have been the cause of their deaths. Once visibility has reduced substantially, there is a great possibility that you will not be able to find your way out. Anything can happen while you're struggling to find your way. You may likely exhaust your air since you are already staying longer than planned. You may also become weary, lose consciousness, or get drowned. A lot of risks are attached to a lack of visibility. It is advisable to avoid going into areas that are prone to low visibility while diving. The rescue operation was later suspended due to the reduction in visibility of the lagoon waters on Monday, February 11, 2019. The rescue team planned to resume rescue operations when the visibility was clear in search of the body of the second cave diver. Luis Carvajal, an environmentalist, propelled the Ministry of Environment to join the rescue operation and also to set strict security measures to avoid future hazards at the cave. When the operation resumed work, the corpse of the second Italian diver, Carlos Basso, age 44, was found on Tuesday, February 26, 2019. The rescue teams that went for the second rescue operation were the Dominican Republic Speleological Society, DRSS, the Center for Emergency Operations, COE, Civil Defense, the Red Cross, the National Police, the Ministry of Tourism, and many other bodies. We would like to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching, take a dive on the like button. Consider subscribing to our channel and hit the bell icon so you get notified when we come back with another exciting cave diving story.